Okay, here we go. Okay, I figured it out, guys. It has been fun, but I figured out how to do it in OBS. I'm back. Yeah. Secret surprise. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start into it. So in the next 2 minutes, but I can now show my screen. Soka Doge, you can see when you're going to be my guinea pig to make sure this works so I'm not getting everyone hyped up again. So I just went to Twitter. Can you see my Twitter page? Let me know. You can see it. All right. Yes, I've finally figured it out. So we're going to kick this off now that we have everything going correct. So I figured out the OBS side, guys. It was me being dumb, not having the right key. For some reason, I typed something incorrect, but we will get things kicked off now that it's... Yeah, I know, Eric. Arek absolutely messed it up. My bad. So I'm going to go ahead and go into Twitter real quick and let everyone know that it's back on, and then we'll get things kicked off. Again, apologies for all of the craziness. Actually, we're just going to go ahead and start. And then if people want to hop in, then we can go ahead and do it from there. But thanks everyone again for your patience. Again, wow, that was not awesome. For a first live stream, absolutely blew it. But I'm going to go ahead and kick it off, and then we're going to share this with everyone else. So let's go ahead and start things off. So like I just shared at the end of the last stream, originally was going to do a $100 OMI giveaway and a Jake the Dog, but now we're actually going to be adding a Gelatina and a Chupacabra. So that is a big shout out to BlockchainMac. So what's great about the Ecomi community is people just want to be a part of the community, right? Like I posted I was going to be doing a giveaway to thank everyone for letting me get to 7,000 subscribers, which again, thanks everyone. And he just reached out to me completely unwarranted and said, hey, I want to, give away some collectibles too. Really, really awesome. He didn't even ask me to mention him or anything like that, but I believe in giving credit where credit is due. So I want everyone to just be aware that BlockchainMac is actually the one who threw in a Gelatina that I'll be giving away today, as well as a Chupacabra. So now we have 4 giveaways instead of just the 2, or the $100 OMI and the 1 Jake the Dog. So again, really just stoked that again that BlockchainMac reached out and just wants to be a part of it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So to kick things off, I do have a bunch of things to share, just updates, but let's go ahead and start by doing a OMI giveaway just to start. So let me go ahead and start by let's start small. Let's start with the Chupacabra first. So real quick, let me just go ahead and get everything set up so that way I can record who the winners are. The winners. It says private on the link. Hold on. It shouldn't say private. It should be fine. Otherwise, how did you guys get in? I think this is a new one, but okay. So I've got everything going. So let's go ahead and move things along by kicking off the first giveaway, which is the Chupacabra. So, just for the sake of how crazy all this was, and being different time zones, like whoever the picker picks is going to be the one who wins this. And let's go ahead and get things started off. In this video, the rules were leave a comment on this last video in order to qualify. There's a couple where they seemed a little bit, click your name in the video chat. There's a couple that it seemed like that they were either bots or fake accounts. So I'm going to go ahead and click into it and make sure that, again, that they're a subscriber if they are the winner. So let's go ahead and kick things off with the Chupacabra giveaway. So let's go ahead and share, copy the link, and 1,141 comments. So I appreciate you guys all participating. A lot to pick through. So I'm going to go ahead and paste the link in here and click fetch, and we'll see who the lucky winner is. Not going to include replies. Not going to allow duplicates. Lucky number 47. Let's see. It's got to load all of the tons of comments. Pick a winner. Tim Birtles. Let's double check. Again, those are the rules, is you have to be subscribed to the channel to make sure that Tim Birtles is a subscriber. Dun, dun, dun. I don't even know if you can tell if they are a subscriber. You know what? We're just going to go ahead and say that he won, because I actually don't even know how to check that. About channels. You may not even be able to see it. All right. Well, Tim Birtles is our first winner. So congrats. Go to channels. Tim Birtle. Chupacabra. Okay. So before we keep going, had to join last video. So before we keep going, I'm going to go ahead and tell everyone how to get into the video. That's probably helpful. And then we'll get things going again, because it is not going very well on my first live chat, but we'll get it figured out. So let's see. Share, copy, boom. This is the link to the giveaway. I'm going to go into Twitter and also post it in there, since I think everyone's probably confused on how to get in, because I made it super confusing. Live stream take 47. Okay. Got that going. So Tim is our first winner. So I'm going to go ahead and put Tim Birtle Chupacabra. Okay. Awesome. So that was the first winner, and I'm going to go ahead and go into a couple updates real quick, and then we'll go ahead and continue by giving away the Gelatina, the Jake the Dog, and the $100 OMI. So again, thanks all for hopping back in. I know this was a little bit of a cluster for the first live stream, but let's go ahead and continue. So Tim's comment was, what was it? Boom. Whole lot of love, all the heart emojis for taps, and the OMI family to let us see what's already hanging on the walls on those rabbit holes. So that was his comment on the last one. So thanks, Tim. Really appreciate it, man. And you're going to have a Chupacabra sent to you. So go ahead and respond to this on this comment, or reach out to me on Twitter or via my email. But I'll go ahead and comment on this comment and make sure that I have you the right Veve address to get that sent to you. All right, so on to the next one. So first update is, I'm not sure if y'all have seen this yet, but and I saw this on Veve Agent. So on the, wow, that's loud. So we got a peek at what is coming on Thursday. Blinky, you saw it? So I'm going to skip ahead just in case of any issues on the copyright or anything. We have that funky Batman, Robin, and the Batman who laughs or who smiles. It was on David Yu's Instagram, yeah. Boom. So right here we got a good look at all of the new season 5 the Batmans that are coming on Thursday. So I actually don't follow Veve or anything on Instagram, but if Veve Agent and several others are posting it, like, I feel like even spending the time to make something like this that close to Thursday is kind of odd. So I think this seems pretty legit. I'm hearing from everyone that it sounds like it is. So so I actually put together some content around what I thought would be featured in these as well. And I thought the Batman Who Laughs was also going to come in, because we've been seeing that for, I don't know, like in the all the different videos from David and Dan, like actually showing that he's been around since I think 2018. And I'm really happy that we're finally able to see him. And then we got this like funky Batman and a couple others, but I'm actually going to show you exactly which Batmans these are. So what's crazy is if you go to dccomics.com and there's this blog, a dramatic display of all 100 Batman black and white statues. Let me repeat that for you guys. 100. So I don't even know how many we've already seen. There might be like 15 or so. I guess like you wouldn't count the red, black and white and all that from Harley Quinn. But there are so many of these collectibles and from so many different artists out there that when they tell you like, okay, we have, X amount of years, hundreds of licensors that they're going to work with, we have to also consider how many more of the current licensors we're going to be seeing. There are so many more Batmans from this series that are going to be coming. So I imagine they just want to go ahead and get them out really quick. And I agree, Sam Scrassi, Batman Who Laughs is going to sell out super fast, especially if it's the ultra rare, which of all of them, I would think it would be the ultra rare just because it looks the coolest. But looking down what's on this actual blog, it actually tells you a little bit how the first statue in line arrived in 2005, and that's the Eduardo Riso. So Eduardo Riso is not only like the big collectible for Veve in terms of like our eyes, but it's also in terms of the collectible space from the actual collectible statues. So it's very cool to see that, including Jim Lee Joker. But when we keep scrolling down, it actually gives us the names of the artists of all hundreds of these. And what's cool is we can actually see the collectibles that are coming out on this list as well. So these are just a couple looks at what we'll be seeing over the, 4 or 5 years of content. So we see this guy, right? This is that odd looking Batman who we just saw that video from. And then The other ones, let's see. I saw them earlier. I think Bane will be so sick. I really look forward to seeing Bane. We can see like a bunch of already collectibles that we've seen with Penguin and Jim Lee Joker. So the one that jumps out is this odd guy right here, right? So we scroll up and we see that's number 6. So that is the Mike Mignola Batman. And then if we continue down, we can see that we have the Batman laughing one, and we also have the Robin, and I could have swore I found the exact Batman as well that we saw right here. So these are the other 3 that we saw in that cutscene. So we have the 2 at the bottom and that one. So that is number 71, 89, and 76. So the Robin is Frank Quitely, Robin. And then the Greg Capullo Batman Who Laughs. And then we have the Carmine Infantino, which we already saw the Carmine Infantino Robin, the Carmine Infantino Batman as well. So again, in this, in the cutscene we just saw right here, we can see these 4 directly in the list of 100 Batmans that, again, like this is just added pipeline that they have in the works, right? So that was the first thing that I wanted to show everyone, is just a look at like how many of these collectibles we're going to see in Veve. I mean, we've seen some, but again, there's so many. And oh man, I really want this one. There's some really funky ones and then some really cool ones. And I like that Veve threw in the this really odd one right here. The what was that one again? The Mike Mignola Batman. So it's super odd, but it actually is a nod back to, hey Spencer, a nod to an older Batman series. So that's, and actually I did dig into a little bit about like who the Batman Who Laughs is. So Batman Who Laughs came from the dark multiverse. He, is a version, an evil version of Bruce Wayne and Batman. Spoiler alert, if you didn't know Bruce Wayne's Batman. He was a lieutenant of Barbados and the leader of the Dark Knights during the Dark Multiverse invasion and later infected heroes of the Secret Six. And Barbados is this dude. Super, super dope. I haven't had a chance to look up to see if there are any Barbados collectibles, but at the same time, it's really cool to see this guy coming to the Batman Who Laughs, which I think if we can actually get some like evil multiverse Robins too, that are his like little pets who he sicks on Batman, that'd be really cool as well. Okay, so I have a few more things to go into, but let's do the next giveaway. So we're now going to be doing the Gelatina giveaway. So let's go ahead and hop into it. So let's make sure we have the right video, not this one. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. Just pulling up the link again, and then I'll share my screen. All right. We're now doing the Gelatina giveaway. So let's go ahead and kick it off. Again, congrats to Tim Bertles. I really appreciate the comment, man. I really appreciate the support. And he won the Chupacabra. Let's go ahead and kick it off again now for the Gelatina. And you cannot win twice. So Tim Bertles got the Chupacabra. Now we're on to the next person. All right. Everyone ready? Boom, boom, go. Gelatina. And pick a winner. Chacha Chutery. All right, real quick, what I'm going to do is add Cha-Cha. Very well spoken. Thank you. I appreciate it, Cha-Cha. So Cha-Cha is the winner of the Gelatina. Cha-Cha, please go ahead and comment on your comment, and or I'll go ahead and comment on yours, and we will go ahead and send you the Gelatina. And again, Cha-Cha, Chewed, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, Gelatina. So congrats to Cha-Cha. And again, the Chupacabra and the Gelatina all came from, like, unexpectedly today, like 2-3 hours ago, reached out to me, was BlockchainMac. So BlockchainMac, just out of being a really kind dude, decided to go ahead and throw in the Chupacabra and Gelatina into today's giveaway. So shout out to BlockchainMac, and go check him out. He's pretty involved in the community from what I've seen. And yeah, so let's go ahead. And before we give away the Jake the dog and the $100 OMI, I did want to give you guys a quick update as well on just the space as a whole. They are not all gone, John, so welcome. We still have the Jake the dog. There was a Gelatina giveaway and a Chupacabra, but this is the updates real quick, and then we're going to hop back into the rest of the giveaways. So, and Godmaster Ryan, contest still unclear, bro. What are the requirements? I've been asking since 2 live videos ago. Fair. If you did not watch the last video, which is this video, the Ecomi, OMI, and Veve NFT giveaway, which I posted 4 days ago, go watch that video. Well, just comment on that video. That's exactly how you can participate. And then I pick a comment in order from that video, from this comment picker, in order to qualify. So on to the next coming news. Actually, you know what? I did take a look at a couple different, like, what are the collectibles that could come, and we could go into more speculation, but I'm going to kind of get through it pretty quick because this is kind of dragged on considering it took me so many of these to get through. So I want to go through and just do the giveaways, but I did take a look at what are some more added collectibles that we could see. If you're ever curious about what we could see in terms of future collectibles, go look at Sideshow. Sideshow is one of the most well-known collectible statues, and we see, like, this is the Batman that's coming on Thursday. We can see we've already had the Harley Quinn, but there is a ton of content in here on what are the high-performing Batman statues, and I think they're going to be aligning a lot of those on future drops. I really like the Batman Hush from the Hush series. We can see we've already seen that Harley Quinn, and then what's cool is, if you really want to get into, like, what some more content that we could see coming, is looking at what other brands they have in here, right? So we can see that they also have Star Trek in here. So I think they already announced that we have Star Trek coming with CBS. So Leonard Nimoy as Captain Spock, I think, would be a really cool collectible. We have the USS Enterprise coming, and, you know, we could even maybe see, like, Jean-Luc Picard or a couple of other ones. And then I also looked at a couple different Jurassic Park collectibles as well on Sideshow. So I was really hopeful, and obviously, like, none of this is is legit until they come out and show us, right? But they did already show us the T-Rex, who's going to be movable, and it was, like, you know, tearing up stuff in David Yu's house. But I am really hopeful to see the Dilophosaurus, because that was one of my favorite scenes when he gets, I don't know the actor's name, but Newman in the face with the acid spit in Jurassic Park. And so I think a baby raptor hatching out of an egg would be really cool, or just a raptor in general. But yeah, so there's a lot of collectibles that we can see in the Sideshow website that helps us kind of see a couple of different options. So thanks everyone who's hopping on. I can see Crypto Maniac hopping in, new to crypto guy. And yeah, I'm really happy to see everyone hopping in here. Again, for those who were late, apologies for the technical difficulties, but now we're good to go and we're rocking. So those are a couple of different things that I wanted to see. Oh, as well as the NLPA side. So this is actually on McFarlane's website. So We've already seen Marshawn Lynch, this exact collectible in, I think it's the background of a it might have been during the NFT summit where Dan was talking about it, and we saw this image, but we know that that's going to be in it. What's crazy is like that could be the first drop in the NFPA, which is coming hopefully the end of this quarter, or it could be later, right? Like we saw the Batman Who Laughs forever, right? And we didn't just see him until the start of season 2. So we could see, Marshawn Lynch, which it would be great. We could see Tom Brady. We could see Gronk. I mean, and what's cool is that's just from his 2018 series. So McFarlane has actually had several collectibles that are not just the 2018 year, but I think most likely we are going to see a lot of these because they are more detailed. And I'm really excited to see these because, again, this is a whole nother vertical, right? Like we saw what Chili's did with soccer, and I think that'll encapsulate an entire another market that we haven't yet seen, and being able to hopefully have them movable, like a quarterback throwing a ball or, a wide receiver catching a ball, I think will be really, really cool. So those were a couple of different sources I wanted to show you guys on what are some potential. Hey, Cha-Cha. Congrats on winning. Congrats, Cha-Cha, on the Gelatina. Oop. All right. So, Cha-Cha, if you can go back to that comment and go ahead and comment on it. If not, I'll just go ahead and comment on it after this video. I'll make sure I can get your either email or your VV, some way to get your VV scan code and then send you the collectible. Same thing with Tim Bertel, who won the Chupacabra. So again, congrats, guys. We just went through a couple different updates on the Jurassic Park side and the Star Trek. Again, just more speculation on what is some collectibles that we could see, as well as some future statues we could see, because there's so many that we could see just from Batman alone. So that is a lot of the content that I just wanted to touch on real quick, but let's go ahead and give away Jake the dog, and then I'm going to touch on one more thing, and then we're going to end it with the $100 of OMI. So Jake the dog is going to be going away next. All right, so give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and grab the YouTube link one more time, and we'll do this again. Again, congrats, Cha-Cha, for the Gelatina. All right, this is for the Jake the dog. Mark Strong wants it. Let's hope you get it, Mark. Again, shout out to all you guys for having patience for what took, 3-4 live streams? Like, wow. And again, it was just a big issue with my OBS and a linking issue. So I figured out no more issues from here on out. And let's go for Jake the dog. And pick a winner. Basil Glasgow. Basil Glasgow. This is informative. You should make more of these types of videos. Well, thanks, Basil. I will continue making these videos. So Basil Glasgow is the winner of Jake the dog. Let me just go ahead and type this information in so that way I don't forget. Basil is our Jake the dog winner. But don't forget, everyone, we still have $100 worth of OMI to give away. Jake. Boom. Okay. Congrats, Basil. Jake the dog. All right. So before we give away the $100 OMI, I'm just going to touch on real quick, I think one more thing, which just kind of jumped out. Again, two quick things. One is bullish for the space as a whole, because A lot of people are kind of freaking out because of the 35%, I think it's about 35% drop that happened with Bitcoin. That is a big correction, but honestly, it's been one that we've needed for basically the past 3 legs up. This bull cycle is not done, guys. So, and that's part of why, like, I haven't sold anything. I'm definitely not selling my OMI. It's still very cheap. So happy to see where it's at. This is just another opportune time for all of you to be, and again, not financial advice, just to be taking advantage of the dip as we go on to the next leg, which probably will take another 2 or 3 weeks, because what happened with Elon definitely shook the market. But there's a lot happening in the market that I think we'll be seeing. Sorry, getting over a cold, guys. That we'll be seeing happening. So one thing that did jump out, just kind of like cool in the NFT space as a whole, is Fox taps Rick and Morty creator Dan Harmon to bring NFTs to TV. So I'm a big Rick and Morty fan. I don't know who all are Rick and Morty fans here, but I love it. I've been watching it since season 1. It's freaking hilarious. And for those who don't know, like, they started it as like basically like a troll, basically like a troll created content, basically to make fun of Back to the Future. Like Rick is basically Doc Brown and Morty is Marty, which I'm not sure if you didn't know that, but I think that's pretty cool. But Dan Harmon and Fox are launching a show called Chupacabra that promises to be the first ever animated series curated entirely on the blockchain. So this is bullish news, not only for crypto, like one of the largest fan bases of this, adult cartoon is supporting and starting a show entirely on blockchain, which I that might be a first as like an actual show, right? So I think that's going to be really big. And plus, I know Fox, I think, has rights to Rick and Morty. So I don't think we've seen anything around Veve having Fox, but we know they have CBS, which is actually a larger revenue channel and organization compared to Fox, slightly. I think they're pretty close, but the big giants, I think, are NBC, CBS, and Fox. So I think we should, I'm not telling everyone to go spam tweet Dan Harmon or Fox or anything like that, but I think, at least seeing what's happening in the space again is good, right? I would love to have a collectible Rick and Morty in my vault. So there's that piece. And the only other big update that I kind of saw before I go ahead and give away Cryptomaniac, do we have Viacom CBS? We do have CBS. That's actually part of Star Trek. So again, this is part of Fox. So I don't know if we have Fox yet, but CBS is bigger than Fox slightly. We don't know who we have, right? Like we know that we have like 100 licensors just waiting in the wing. And as much as we're chomping on the bit, think about how they're feeling, right? Like they know that their content's going to sell like hotcakes, and I'm sure they're just waiting, right? Like when they're up in the queue to have their collectibles come out. So on to the last piece of news, and then we'll give away the $100 of OMI. So, if you don't follow Ecomi and Veve on Twitter, highly recommend that you do. I think most of us do. But one thing that came out that I don't think got a lot of credit was they actually showed us a Ecomi Advisors introducing Hongbo Zoo. And anytime I do an investment in a company, I always look at like what's their roadmap, what's their utility, what's the likelihood that they're going to be able to go up in this time frame, as well as longevity. But I also look at who is behind the project and who the advisors are, who's supporting it. And I looked into who Hongbo Zoo is, and he is a founding member of the China National Blockchain Coalition, a member of the China National Blockchain Standard Committee, which that alone is 71 people from the political, industrial, academic, and research organizations, and be chaired by the Ministry of Industry and Information Technology. So this is a massive organization with some large players like Tencent and Baidu, which I hold Baidu stock, large universities, large players in China. And so he hails from that group. So I think this is a powerful person to have in their support as an advisor. He is among the top 10 angel investors in all of China, and he's working with Veve. Like, if you need any more conviction in your investment and where this thing's going, even though we've dropped, I don't know, by 2/3 or whatever since the very top, I think this speaks volumes that he's been added as an advisor or as part of the advisory board in some fashion. And then another thing to look at is just actually let's go ahead and get to the giveaway. I think I've talked enough and had you guys waiting enough here. But again, shout out to everyone who's in here. Are the centralized exchange listings confirmed Binance and KuCoin for Ecomi from Melomaniac? They are not confirmed yet. However, we are hopefully going to hear on the first exchange. We know that there's, I think, 4 coming is what they said. And that could be spread out however long. But I do hope that we hear the first one before the end of this month. I'm really hopeful for KuCoin or Binance, but I think Binance will probably wait. But again, just some form of exchange that you have app-based, right? Because, Bitforex has been easy enough to figure out eventually, and Gate.io, but in Uniswap was a whole nother ball game. But we do know that it's not going to be wrapped OMI, no more WOMI anymore. It's going to be OMI. And I think it's going to be KuCoin or some form of app-based large user base that's going to be able to access this, use it, trade it often. And that's going to be what we hopefully see by the end of the month on the first exchange. So again, all these prices that we're seeing right now, worst case scenario, we could keep dropping. I think 0.003 is probably going to be like the absolute bottom if something continues negative in the market. But it's only up from here, guys. Once we have the exchange coming, once we have the new licensor or the new brands coming out, which I think they said it will be like, I think we saw something that said that we could have another season repeat for the next drop, but after that, it's all going to be new licensors. I think David Yuntz or whatever his name is said something about that. I think Cavell's the one who covered that. But we'll see. Again, this is just great pricing. So if you're looking to add OMI, I think this is going to be your last shot in the 0.003 range in probably the next week or two. It'll be out of that range. My guess. But let's go ahead and hop into the next giveaway, which is again the $100 worth of OMI and the last giveaway. So appreciate all you guys hopping on. Again, technical difficulties were a pain in the butt. Really? It's up to 0.0046 right now? No way. Let's go and check. Wow. What happened? This is great. I think someone was saying it's because I started streaming, right? That can't be it. I actually think I would have hurt OMI's price if enough people were on it, right? Because the first one went so crappy, and then the next one went crappy, and then we finally figured it out, guys. So let's go ahead. But hey, that price is up. So let's go ahead and do this giveaway so that way I can get that $100 given away, and hopefully it keeps going up. All right, $100 OMI. Again, let's go, everyone, and let's see who the winner is. Shout out to Basil, who won the Jake the Dog. Let's get it. Cryptomaniac. No, you won't. Cryptomaniac says if it hits 0.006 in 24 hours, I'll shave my beard. You guys heard it first. I'm calling him out. Dude, I wouldn't shave my, well, man. How about this? For solidarity, I love my beard. For solidarity, I will also shave my beard if OMI in this bull cycle hits, let's do 20 cents. If OMI hits 20 cents this bull cycle, whether it's the top or it goes past that, then I will shave my beard, which y'all aren't going to like it. Like I look like a 14-year-old when I don't have a beard. So let's go ahead and get into the giveaway. I've kept you guys here long enough. So let's go ahead and fetch the data. Melomaniac, don't shave it. You can be like, who's this kid who just started an OMI channel? All right. We've got a winner. Let's go ahead and Jake nope. $100 OMI giveaway. Okay. Let's go. Altuno with the NFLPA guess for what we'll see in season 2. Congrats, Altuno. So you just won $100 worth of OMI. So how this will work, Altuno, is I'll go ahead and comment on your comment, and I'll take a look to make sure it's you. You can either email me or hit me up on Twitter, or just comment back with your OMI address, and I'll go ahead and send you that $100 worth of OMI. So Altuno, $100 OMI. All right, so that's it. Wow. Again, congrats and shout out to everyone who bared with me for figuring this piece out, because yeah, this was kind of a big shit show. But I appreciate everyone who hopped on and all the support. From here on out, the next live stream is going to be a lot smoother, and I'll definitely make sure that I get start doing these giveaways a little bit more frequent. I think the next one will be 10K, so that probably won't be too long away from now. So I'll probably give away another $100 of OMI, or I'll give away another collectible. But again, stay tuned, guys. Really appreciate everyone hopping on, and another shout out to BlockchainMac, who unsolicited decided to go ahead and throw in the Gelatina and Chupacabra to add to the giveaways. So yes, thanks everyone for all of the for hopping on again, and congrats to all 4 winners. All right, thanks everyone. I'm Taps. Appreciate your time and happy trading. I gotta give the token sign away, right? Later, guys.